Happy Thursday, Rutgers. I'm Jayne Chacko. We've got a wonderful show lined up for you. It is Thursday, November 9th, 2017. Weather Watcher Rohan Jain will give you the local and regional forecast for the day. I hope it's sunny. I'm going to talk with Ioannis Livoulos about today's Poetries, Politiques event. I'm also going to talk with Dennis Penny from Office of Veteran and Military Programs and Services. Let's start the show. You're watching Wake Up Rutgers on RUTV. Hello and welcome, Rutgers. It's great to be here on this chilly Thursday morning. I'm your host, Jayne Chacko, and I'm riding solo today, but I'm excited to wake you up this Thursday morning with exciting news, events, and weather. Today we have two guests from very different areas of the university. Student coordinator Ioannis Livoulos is stopping by to talk about today's Poetries Politics event. I'm also going to talk with Dennis Penny from Office of Veteran and Military Programs and Services. Veterans Day is this weekend, so having him on the show is a perfect way to celebrate. Speaking of Veterans Day, let's see what the weather will look like this week with Rohan Jain.
Hello there, Rutgers. I'm Weather Watcher Rohan Jain here for your forecast. Let's get right into it. We have a morning low of 37 degrees, which is right on our average of 37 degrees. High is 58 degrees, and the record and sunrise are at the bottom of your screen. As we look at our radar, we have some scattered clouds throughout the area. Overcast skies south of Jersey. Those overcast skies will come up to us, and as the day continues, the clouds will increase. But in the nighttime, they'll go away. Today we have a high of 53 degrees, a bit below average. It was 58, as I mentioned earlier. Mostly cloudy skies. They will build up around noon or 1. They'll be overcast. Winds are light and variable, but as we get later to the nighttime, it will decrease. Now, day planner, 10 a.m., 48 degrees, 2 p.m., 53 degrees, and then as we get later on in the day, they start to decrease. We have 48 degrees at 10 p.m., not much a difference from 6 p.m. Taking a look at our regional high temperatures, we have 48 degrees up in Oneonta, 48 also in State College, 53 in Baltimore. In New Jersey, we're in the mid to low 50s, and in Providence, we're at 53 degrees. The low for tonight, 35 degrees, a slight bit below average, not too much. Decreasing clouds, as I mentioned, around 1 a.m. there'll be clear skies. Winds coming from the northwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour, so there will be a slight breeze with gusts around 20 miles an hour. So the wind chill will make it feel like the upper 20s. If you're going out, definitely bundle up. Now, as we look at our lows for the tri-state area, Baltimore, we have 38 degrees, State College, 26. Oneonta, we're down to 20 degrees. They could even reach the teens. Providence, we have 34 degrees, and Camden and Newark, we're in the mid to low 30s. We're going to be below freezing up in northwest Jersey. Now, Friday, it will be very chilly. I have to stress it, very, very chilly. 38 degree high, windy 15 to 25 mile an hour winds with gusts of 35 mile an hour winds. The wind chill will make it freezing in the mid to low 20s later on. Sunny, it'll be sunny, so it might feel a little bit warmer, but still very cold. And in the nighttime, even colder. We could even hit the teens. Mostly clear skies in the nighttime, 10 to 15 mile an hour winds. They do die down a little bit with gusts around 20. The wind chill will be in the mid to low teens. So I suggest you stay inside, but if you're going out, definitely bundle up, wear gloves, hats, coat, whatever you need to do. But I suggest you just sit at home, drink some hot chocolate, and watch a movie or something. Or if you study, do that. Now I'll come back to you later for my next forecast.
Well, thanks for that weather forecast. It looks like it's going to be really cold, so I suggest you follow Rohan's advice and stay inside and avoid those cold temperatures. So we'll be right back after this with an interview, so stay tuned, Rutgers.
Registering for classes can be quite stressful without preparation. Here are some guidelines to make sure you're set for future semesters. First, become familiar with Course Schedule Planner. There, you can build several preferred schedules and sort through lists of offered classes as well as choosing times and days that work best for you. You can also save schedules that you create, so all that's left to do is register on your specified day. Just go to sims.rutgers.edu/CSP. Still unsure of which classes to take? Stop by any of the academic advising offices on campus to speak with deans and advisors to map out a schedule that's right for you. For all information regarding academic advising and registration, check out sasundergrad.rutgers.edu. It's also on Facebook under SAS Academic Services and on Twitter at SAS Advising, #AreYouPrepared.
Welcome back, Rutgers. I'm joined by Ioannis Livoulos, who is one of the student coordinators of the Poetries, Politics event and exhibition. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
So, what is the Poetries, Politics exhibition?
So, Poetries Politics is an art-styled exhibition that will be featuring over 100 poems, the most famous poems from all over the world, representing over 24 languages, and it will be held in the academic building on College Ave, 15 Seminary Place, on floors 4, 5, and 6, near the language department, and it will be here today and tomorrow from 9:15 to 11:15 and Friday 9:30 to 11:15.
So can you tell me how it came to be and who created it?
Yeah, so my honors mentor actually last year, Professor Shaw, she pitched me the idea and she said, well, you know, what do you think about combining poetries and politics and making an exhibition out of it? And you know, it's a little strange, how do you get the two together? But she writes her own poetry, she translates her own poetry, and at the same time, this was around, you know, when the presidential debate was happening in 2016, so there was an electric atmosphere in regards to politics, and so as someone who's multilingual and who's majoring in political science, it made perfect sense.
What languages do you speak?
Greek, French, including English, and I'm trying to learn Russian and Turkish.
That is so cool.
Yep.
So why combine poetry and politics?
Well, we wanted to try to study politics through this medium and to see how, with this unique way, because we're including a visual with the poem, to help facilitate a better message, to see how that, you know, connects.
Yeah, that is a great way for poetry. What kind of poetry will be on display and what topics do they cover?
So there's going to be poetry from antiquity all the way up to today, covering a broad spectrum through time and space, from different cultures, from all over the world. For me, there's no unifying theme between the individual poems per se, but we really wanted to focus on the student collaboration and the effort that went into this. So hopefully students will be able to appreciate that and Rutgers' commitment to linguistic excellence and diversity.
Are there any events or presentations following the exhibition?
Sure, so right after the exhibition today, there is a colloquium on African political poetry. It will be running throughout the whole day, and the first session will be held by distinguished scholar, Professor François Cornillat of the French department, and tomorrow there is a colloquium on migration, which is very relevant today's political issues, especially with the refugee crisis, and it's going to be held mostly in the Zimmerli Museum at the Dodge Gallery, and there is one session that will be moderated by a former professor of mine and a distinguished faculty member, Richard Serrano.
That sounds really fun.
Yep.
Good time. So is there anything you hope that students will learn from the exhibition?
Yeah, besides appreciating their fellow students' hard work, that it took a year to make this a reality, just, you know, to read the poems, appreciate the visuals, but at the same time, when they're reading it, again, there's poetry from antiquity to today, and you would be amazed that despite cultural differences, time, and space between these nations, that there's some universal themes that can apply to us today.
That sounds amazing.
Yep.
Is there anywhere students can go for more information?
Sure, so they can type in Poetries, Politics 2017, and they can find it under the French department at Rutgers University. They will find a schedule and itinerary for today's and tomorrow's events, and they can see a sample of some posters of what they could see there.
Well, I hope that students go look at that page, and thank you so much for talking with me.
Thank you.
I hope that students go attend the exhibition either today or tomorrow. You're actually going to go run over there right now,
Yeah,
right?
I need to get over there right now.
All right, well, thank you for coming here again, and don't go anywhere, Rutgers. We have some news and events right after this.
Transform free time this winter into degree
you.
credits. In just a few weeks, you can advance toward your goals in the intensive, fast-paced winter session. Choose from over 150 courses in a wide range of fields. This winter session will be featuring the course Dracula, Facts and Fiction. No, not that Dracula. Students will learn the actual history of Dracula in the online course. There's also a winter session Snapchat challenge where students can earn a chance to win free RU swag. And students who participate in all 3 challenges will be entered to win free tuition for a winter course. There are in-person, online, and hybrid courses available. Registration is currently open until December 4th without a late fee, so make sure you register today.
Grab your popcorn because the New Jersey Film Festival is back. Every semester, the New Jersey Film Festival takes place on the Rutgers New Brunswick campus with screenings in the Ruth Adams Building on the Cook Douglas campus beginning at 6 p.m. and Voorhees Hall on the College Ave campus beginning at 7 p.m. The festival will be held on select evenings between September 15th and November 3rd, 2017, and will showcase the best in independent films by featuring premiere screenings and special guest appearances by film directors, screenwriters, cast, and crew. There are still tickets and screenings available. All are welcome to attend, so grab your friends because you don't want to miss this one. For more information on how to purchase tickets and for the full lineup, head over to www.njfilmfest.com, call 848-932-8482, or email njmac12@gmail.com.
Welcome back, Rutgers. It was great that Ioannis was here to tell me about the Poetry and Politics event today, but now we're going to jump into some news and events. Clinical research is essential to treating and preventing diseases. Thanks to Robert Wood Johnson's newly opened Adult Clinical Research Center, or CRC, barriers like cost, staff, and space have been broken, and research has never been more accessible. There are currently 36 active and 20 pending trials with participants from as far away as Boston, which is double the number of studies from previous years. Growth in the amount of studies at the CRC is expected to double again in the next 3 years as research continues to advance. While investigators at the CRC are subject to hospital schedules, the comfort and privacy of the trial patients are important factors in continuing to provide a healthy and safe environment for the patients to be studied. The CRC allows investigators to share resources, including research-trained nursing coordinators and staff, administrative services, and space, which keep costs much lower. It also offers 4 examination rooms, 4 long stay rooms, 2 infusion rooms, a phlebotomy station, and a plethora of offices. Alyssa Kemraj, a student here at Rutgers, has had the opportunity to learn about and research her own disease. Alyssa suffers from EDS, or Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. This is a disease that affects the body's connective tissue. Alyssa was diagnosed in high school when she suffered an inordinate amount of injuries during her time as an athlete, as well as fainting spells and nausea. Because of her disease, Alyssa makes frequent hospital visits. As an undergraduate, Alyssa works as a research assistant in a lab run by Jean Baum, a professor in the Department of Chemistry and Chemical Biology. Baum studies the interactions of proteins in the body and their role in certain diseases, including EDS. Now, Alyssa is learning about her disease through her research and opportunities at the Baum lab. Working here has had a major influence on Alyssa's life plans. She now wants to go for an MD, PhD, and devote her life to studying collagen and treating children. She stated that she wants to be a doctor that can look after her patients and know exactly what they're going through. Do you have an organization but don't know where or how to generate the funds to keep it going? Head on over to Fundraising 101 Workshop at the Bush Student Center on Wednesday, November 15th to learn some tips and strategies on how to fund your organization. The event starts at 3 p.m. and ends at 5 p.m. and is free for students. You can RSVP for this event at rutgers.campuslabs.com/engage. The Office of Leadership and Experiential Learning is currently recruiting for their first-year Fellowship Leadership Certificate program. This program allows students to connect with other first-year and transfer students in a fun, challenging environment. It is a great way to make friends, earn 1.5 credits, and prepare yourself for your journey at Rutgers. To showcase this, they will be hosting a first-year Fellowship Kickoff Carnival Monday, November 13th from 7 to 8 p.m. at the Red Lion Cafe. This event will have lemonade, animal crackers, popcorn, and lots of fun games for all. Stop by to enjoy a night of fun and to learn more about this great program. For more information, visit leadership.rutgers.edu. Hopefully you enjoyed those news and events as much as I did. When we come back from the group break, I'll be talking to Dennis Penny from the Office of Veteran Affairs and Programs. We'll see you right after this.
Do you like kicking back in your free time? Sometimes the dorms can get stuffy and boring, so head on over to the Rutgers Zone. Need somewhere to watch sports? Need to satisfy that ice cream craving? Or are you tired of your old video games? Rutgers Zone is where you need to visit. Enjoy some games, food, TV, karaoke, and so much more. And don't forget to ask for those ice cream toppings. With all of the cool things at the Rutgers Zone, why would you even leave? If you are on Livingston campus, make sure you swing by the Rutgers Zone, just a bus stop away. For more information, please visit zone.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. I'm hoping you're enjoying the show. Now it's time for our second guest. I'm joined by Dennis Penny from the Office of Veteran Affairs and Programs. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
So, what is the Office of Veterans and Military Programs and Services, and what are the services the office provides?
So basically, we help veterans transition back to going to college while using their GI Bill benefits. Rutgers as a whole has about 2,000 students using some kind of GI Bill, whether they're veterans or their spouses or kids. New Brunswick has 1,000 alone. So basically, we help them transition and make their college experience as smooth as possible from coming back from the military.
For those who might not know or might have forgotten, what is the GI Bill?
So the GI Bill is a veteran affairs benefit. So basically, anyone who's in the military that served a certain amount of time, they get a GI Bill. So the GI Bill pretty much pays their tuition and fees, and it gives a generous stipend the months they come to school.
So is there any services or scholarship for students who are veterans that they might not know about?
Right. So as far as veterans, there's the Pat Tillman Scholarship. That is in honor of Pat Tillman, who was a former Arizona Cardinals football player. He joined the military and he died in Afghanistan. So that scholarship provides the same benefit as the GI Bill, full tuition and fees covered, and a veteran can use that. As far as their kids or their spouses, there's the Fry Scholarship, and that goes towards a family member whose parent or spouse died during service during Iraq or Afghanistan.
So even though tuition might be covered and those costs are covered, what are some of the challenges that veterans face as they're transitioning to becoming a student?
Well, from my personal experience, a lot of the veterans that are coming back, they were sergeants, lieutenants, captains. They're in charge of multi-million-dollar equipment, personnel, and now you're coming back home and you're pretty much starting over. So that transition, that whole shock of coming back and not feeling like they're a part of something, especially being older, a lot of their friends maybe have degrees and houses. When I got out of the military, I was 28 and I didn't have a degree. A lot of my friends already had degrees in home. So that kind of culture shock is the hardest transition. So we pretty much make their whole transition while coming to Rutgers as smooth as possible as far as telling them their benefits and what they can and can't do. And we also make it easier for them as far as helping them with any kind of disabilities they have as far as like PTSD or TBI, which is traumatic brain injury, and just re-including themselves back into society.
And so for that student, what are some keys to overcoming these challenges?
So some of the major keys are just asking for help. You know, the military is a real macho organization, so 9 times out of 10, you don't want to ask for help because you feel like you're the weaker link, or you know, you're going to be ostracized. So asking for help is the biggest step. So let us know you need help, and we'll help you, because that's what we're here for.
So we also have ROTC on campus, and so can you tell me what ROTC is and how is that different?
Right, so ROTC is Reserve Officer Training Candidate. So basically, instead of going a traditional route as far as West Point Military Academy or Annapolis Naval Academy, a student who wants to join the military can go to a four-year university while earning degrees and credits to be a commissioned officer, whether it's in the Army, Navy, Air Force, or Coast Guard.
Okay, and where can students who have questions, students who are veterans, where can they go for more information?
Absolutely. You can check out our website. It's veterans.rutgers.edu, or you can stop by the office. We're located on 14 Lafayette Street, New Brunswick. We're literally the last street on College Avenue.
Great. Well, thank you so much for stopping by,
Thank you for having
Dennis. Enjoy your Veterans Day, and also
Thank
thank
you.
you for your service.
Thank you.
I hope students who are veterans are able to take advantage of the services that the office provides. And Rutgers, don't go anywhere, because we'll be back right after this break.
This is Kate. Kate never utilized the many great resources Rutgers has to offer. Now, Kate doesn't have a job. Don't want to end up like Kate? Then you should go to University Career Services. University Career Services provides career-related counseling, resources, and programs to help individuals clarify academic and career goals, establish career plans, develop job search skills, and make successful career transitions. The mission is to build relationships with alumni, employers, and graduate schools to optimize internship, job, and career opportunities. From workshops and webinars to fairs and other recruiter visits, the staff within University Career Services works tirelessly to prepare students and connect them to the world of work. For more information, visit careers.rutgers.edu. Bullying isn't just in person. Now, bullying can be over text messages, phone calls, or social media. And it can happen to anyone. Students who believe to be victims of verbal assault, intimidation, bullying, harassment, or defamation should report any incident to the Dean of Students of their college, school, or campus. You can also file a complaint at the New Brunswick Office of Student Conduct at 115 College Avenue. If you or someone you know is being bullied, don't be afraid to speak up and reach out. For more information on bullying, visit compliance.rutgers.edu/bullying.
Welcome back, Rutgers. It was great to have Dennis here on the show, and that was a great way to celebrate Veterans Day, which is this weekend. So we're going to jump on over to some regional forecasts and that weather with Rohan Jain. Rohan, do you have any plans for this weekend?
Well, this weekend I'm actually going to DC for the Meteorology Club. Going to spend 3 days there, going to go to the NOAA headquarters and the Smithsonian. It's going to be lots of fun. Moving on to the weather for the next few days. We have a deep freeze ahead, as I previously mentioned, on Friday night. Very cold weather. The coldness will create a lake effect snow, which is basically the Great Lakes are warmer than the air around it, so that creates condensation, which then produces precipitation. That will drop almost a foot of snow in certain areas in northern Michigan. And temperatures will stabilize later on in the weekend around Saturday night, Sunday. Looking at our radar for the U.S., up in the Pacific Northwest, we have a storm system that will drop significant snowfall in higher elevations like the Rockies. As we look at the Great Lakes over here, there's already some precipitation going on, so that's just going to add to the precipitation Friday night from the cold spell. And then over here in the East Coast, we have another storm system that's right now going northeast, but it's just going to be going east as the day goes on. It will not impact us at all. Maybe some clouds, but that's about it. Now, looking at our 5-day forecast, We have 37 degrees on Friday, as I mentioned, very cold, 20-degree low. Saturday for Veterans Day, we have a 41-degree high, 29-degree low. Still around 10 degrees below our average, but much nicer than on Friday. Sunday, 49 degrees, 39 degrees, a bit much closer to average now. Mostly cloudy skies. There could be the occasional shower. You can watch our Weather Watcher forecast to get a better look at that. And now as you go to the work week next week, we have 54 degrees on Monday, some scattered showers that'll linger from Sunday. And then Tuesday we have 54 degrees high, 37 degree low, which is right around average, and partly cloudy skies. So to stay updated, Rutgers, you can go to channel 23.1 every 15 minutes. You can follow us on Facebook, RU Weather Watcher, or Twitter at RUTVWW, hashtag RUWeather, or you can follow Wake Up Rutgers at Wake Up Rutgers. Back to you, Jane.
Thanks, Rohan. It looks like it's still going to be cold. I was hoping maybe the weekend would be a little bit warmer, but I guess we're all staying inside. I hope you enjoy DC, and we'll be right back after this break.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I can run today. I'm really busy and... Wait, what? You're running there? I did not know this. I didn't even know that was a place.
Do you know all the places on campus where you can work out and exercise? Well, we do, and we want to share that with you. Werblin Recreation Center is located on Bush campus on the corner of Frelinghuysen and Bartholomew Road. Werblin has everything from badminton courts to an Olympic-sized swimming pool. The Livingston Recreation Center is located on Road 3 off of Joyce Kilmer Avenue. This center has a full weight room, hosts many different classes, and even has a spa located right inside to help you relax after a tough workout or maybe just a tough exam. The Cook Douglas Recreation Center is located on Beale Road across from the Cook Student Center. This recreation building comes equipped with a fun fitness center, pool, and racquetball courts for those of you who like sports with a little danger. The College Avenue Gym is located directly on College Avenue, right next to the Student Center. This location has multiple gyms and basketball courts, power and conditioning rooms, and is the only location with a rock wall. The Rutgers Fitness Center is located on Easton Avenue on the College Avenue campus. This is the only location that is just a fitness center, so this might be the place for people looking to just work with weights and machines. Rutgers also has multiple bike and walking paths that run throughout all the campuses. You can find a map of all the paths at rudots.rutgers.edu/bikewalk. Most facilities are open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. until 11:30 p.m. Weekend hours vary, but you can find out more information about the facilities and their hours at recreation.rutgers.edu.
Hey Rutgers, I hope you're enjoying this show. So we had a lot of things going on today with the Poetry Politics event and the veterans, the Dennis Penny from the Veterans Office. And Rohan, I just want to know, as a science student and our weather watcher on Thursdays, what do you do for fun on campus?
Well, when I'm not studying, because it's not just a running joke that STEM majors have a lot of classes, I like to go to the student center, maybe play some pool, some table tennis. I live on Cook, so it's a nice place to walk. There's a lot of area, lots of greenery. Just play some ball with some friends, but it's getting a bit colder now, so I don't know if that'll be possible. Just maybe stay in my apartment, watch some TV, just normal stuff, nothing really extra. Although I do like to go to the city a lot. I went to NBC this past weekend. That was lots of fun. We watched the 6 o'clock newscast. It was a bit somber with the recent happenings in the church down south, but it was still lots of fun. We ate some awesome food. As a vegetarian, it was hard to eat at a burger bar, but I made the most of it. Let's see, what else did I do this weekend? I studied a lot. I have a lot of exams coming up. The Thanksgiving break, actually, the 3 days before, I have 3 or 4 exams and essays. What about you, Jane?
Well, I'm also studying a lot, but I do like to relax as well. Well, Rutgers, that'll do it for today's episode. For more events this week, you can go to getinvolved.rutgers.edu or ruevents.rutgers.edu. Follow us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter, and we love hearing from you, so tweet at us. Thanks again for tuning in, and to Dennis and Yanni for joining me. I'm Jayne Chacko. Have a great day, Rutgers, and we'll see you on Monday.